Okay, you have your, I've given you your class lists from the beginning of the year and from the testing that we just finished for mid-year. Now, what I'd like to do first, and Robin maybe, or this one is for Robin, I'd like to go over this current reality sheet, and I want you to go ahead and fill out beginning of year benchmark, beginning of year some risk, beginning of year at risk, and then this is for your class, and then your current green, yellow, and red, and then we'll figure it out for the whole grade and see where we are.
All right.
And do you have quadrants?
I do have quadrants done. This is middle of the year, and because kindergarten is set up differently, there's only 2 kids who didn't get into the quadrant with everything met. And there's not a fluency, and there's not a, yeah, that is interesting. There's not a there's not a quadrant that is slow and accurate or anything, because we don't have any of that data yet.
Okay, I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Would you like to tell me?
Hmm?
I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do.
Okay, what you're doing here is you're looking for, and we're just, actually, we need to decide.
Oh, let's decide which
Let's
one are we,
do
are we doing the score,
NWF.
or are we doing the national district?
No,
Or
we don't
national?
do the national percentile,
Okay.
because sometimes that's,
Then do you wanna
Yellow.
just use a composite?
no, I wanna use, oh, for beginning of year, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
for sound fluency.
Okay.
For sound fluency score.
Beginning, okay, so
So
the
it's gonna be
score,
just the first
10.
one
And then these are, I'm writing down the children,
that are red in that one, or no, that's benchmark, so that's all your green kids.
Your river's a lot greener.
Mm-hmm, yeah, the middle is a lot
and
greener.
then some risk would be the yellows.
Right. And then your at-risk or your red.
Okay.
And you had 20 kids, is that right?
22. Should have had 22 children.
At the beginning of the year?
Oh, Destin wasn't here then.
Okay.
All right. Strange.
8 red.
8.
You have 2 yellow.
1, 2. Oh, I wrote
2
one.
yellow. So is that the right number then?
Now it is.
Okay.
Okay. And
Yep.
then I'm going current green from this one.
Right.
Okay, in the same area, first down.
Right. It's a lot easier to figure the middle of year out.
Better.
Well, actually, on middle of year, do we not want to go to NWF? We want to use the highest indicator.
Yes, so.
So let's go to
so since
NWF.
we're- Yeah, you're right.
Okay. But that goes here.
Yes,
Okay. And you're saying,
not
And
NDP,
NDP.
this one is CLS.
so I think everybody has
One
in
yellow
green,
and all the rest.
Mm-hmm.
21 green, and 1 yellow.
Okay,
No red.
and then if we figure out those
3,
percentages,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
anybody have their phone with them to do percentages or a calculator?
Do you only have, you have 20 kids, right?
I have 22.
22, okay. So 11 would be 50%. 2, I figured out, is 9%.
This is only
That's
21,
one, that's-
this is only 21, so it's not 50%.
Yeah, it's
is
not
that correct?
50%.
Oh, I had 20. Well,
Yeah.
in mid-year I had 22.
Right. So you've got 11 divided by 21. 52%, yeah.
Okay.
And 2 divided by 21.
You probably know all these by heart, don't you?
No, I don't know 21s. I can get you real close, but I don't know in my heart yet.
95%. And then 8 divided by
Well, wait,
No, that
that'd be,
can't be
that'd be a
95%.
10%. Like, it's
What did you say?
0.09.
10%.
Okay, well, I hit some button.
No,
0.95?
I would
So,
just say, I just say
10%.
10%.
Test of your math skills, Robin.
yeah,
Which aren't good.
5%.
I could have
and that's
told
only
you.
48%. Okay,
Okay.
and then figure out your 22.
Oh, wait a minute.
Are there
I'm
numbers
back
on
into
there?
it.
Okay. I was gonna say, I
It's
can't
kind
see
of
any
an-
numbers.
Yeah, it's sort of an ancient calculator.
Now.
So 95%,
Yeah,
yep, and then 5% yellow.
Wow.
got it.
Okay,
And are you
for,
doing the,
yes, for our totals, 46% would be in benchmark. 9% would be on yellow, 49% would be on red at the beginning of the year. And then at the middle of the year, it would be 95% would be on
no, that
green.
can't be right, that's 105%.
What is-
46, 9, 49? It's 104%.
Yeah, but the average is, so,
You don't average, you have to add them together and then do your,
you have to add them together and divide by 2, so that
no,
would
you
be.
add your numbers together.
Oh, your numbers together. Okay, I did it by percentages.
Yeah.
So these aren't right?
Well, not
No, because it adds
totally.
up to 104.
Okay.
It's close.
So it's real close because it's 10 out of
How many did you have at the beginning, 20?
yeah,
had 11.
it's 20 out of 42, 41 or 43. Sorry, 20 out of 43.
Okay. So
And then,
20
4 out of
divided by
43.
43,
46%.
46%,
Really 46.
47.
47. Yeah.
Okay,
You could round it.
And then 4 out of 43.
okay,
Here, you could do that.
thanks.
And then
Divided by
last one's
43.
19.
And that one is 9%,
Boys in yellow.
And then 19.
42%. Yeah, I know, I always thought that said boys too. Okay,
Okay, and so
okay, so
This-
current, we have 42 kids, is
we
that right?
have you have
Yes, I
22.
have 21 then.
You have 22 tested though, because you have.
Yes, I had 22.
And I had 23 tested, so we have 45.
45, okay, so
And so we had 43,
43,
43 out of 45, yep.
you had one that
I
didn't
know.
make it, and she had one that didn't make it,
Yep.
okay. 43 divided by 45 equals 96%,
And then 1 out of 45,
2%,
and then same
2%. Okay,
Okay.
all right, good, so we got all the numbers figured out, we can see.
Yes, we did.
And if you, I mean, just by taking a quick look at this, you can see that from the beginning of the year to the middle of the year, your whole world changed because you went from 41% at benchmark to 95%. And you can see the same on yours, but what I want you to do now is just write some conclusions.
Okay.
What do you notice that has changed from the beginning to the middle of the year? And then on the next one, where does focus need to be currently? We can
Okay.
talk about that, but what should we be working on next? On this top one on conclusions, if there is someone that made noteworthy gains or that they tested okay, but you know there's still a concern, go ahead and write those little notes in there.
Okay.
So that when we decide to do our groups, we've got a lot of information.
Okay.
Interesting.
Uh-huh.
But the good thing is, the current reality has definitely changed from where we started the year to where we are
Exactly.
now in January.
I think Robin and Katie would agree with that in many aspects.
Yeah.
Yes, I would.
Just the color schemes.
Yeah. It's a lot prettier to have the green than it is all the red and yellow. And because kindergarten is so different, especially when we're doing groups and quadrants and everything like that, we do need to take into account individual strengths and weaknesses a little bit more, so that's why we need to put some of those notes in. Because if we only went by who was at risk, Lori and I would have one child apiece. And we won't do that.
It's a good problem to have though.
Yeah, it
It is
is.
a good problem to have.
Good celebrations.
Yes.
Mhm.
Lori, on this one, when we look at these kids, I started with, McKinley Melton is in which class, do you remember? She's in,
Katie's.
Finley's.
okay, so Finley
There's
goes
two
through,
Madisons.
okay, Finley goes through whichever is her last child.
Will
is yours?
Yes.
So he would be like first in the class, second, third.
Okay.
And then this one is first, second, third, but they're in order. So when we look at those kids, they are in order. And we can kind of see when we look at the mid-year, that the kids who are
It's interesting to.
At the
to
end.
see this.
are much closer to the yellow.
Mhm.
What'd you say?
I said it's just interesting, the two that I
Yeah.
have. Consistent there.
Oh.
Okay.
So that's
Okay.
correct letter sequence.
Yeah, okay.
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 Okay, I've got it.
Okay, so first of all, just a little reflection, what did you come up with for your conclusions?
Some of the conclusions I came up with was the exposure during foundations really was allowing them to get those letter sounds and get from red or yellow to green, or if it showed blue.
Do we think that a lot of the kids who were on yellow or in red, did most of them go to preschool of any kind?
No.
No.
Okay, okay,
No.
No.
Actually, the two that I had did not.
okay,
Lack of exposure, so
Right.
the fact that they're getting a routine down,
Right.
Yes.
basically, and that constant practice.
And I
Okay.
would say that
Huge
most of
difference.
mine did not go to preschool or did not go to a preschool that focused on foundations. They probably worked on other skills.
okay. And then you had.
And then I have that, I
Tian
have,
has been absent a lot, that's definitely
he
been a
was
problem.
definitely, my one child who did not move from red or yellow to green or blue, he's been absent a large majority of the day, so
Okay,
if he was here, he would get it,
right.
but he's just, has not
Okay.
been here.
And Robin, what did you,
Just that, the two that I have did not have any prior education whatsoever.
Okay.
Any skills.
so zero exposure?
Zero exposure, and still have, I would say, more of a verbal
Okay.
processing issue.
Okay. All right, where do we think our focus needs to be currently then?
Well, since I think that our data shows that we have the skills, we have all the foundational skills, we need to start
Right.
getting them into books and start doing reading groups more and allowing them to take those skills and transfer them into reading in books.
That's probably, that's good. And
exactly right.
that's what you had?
Mm-hmm.
And then, what could be done differently, what should stay the same?